Ugh. It's lunchtime. There are no children in the house. I was weirdly alert at the time I was meant to get up because I actually went to bed at a reasonable time. And now someone has to tidy up the house. Fuck's sake. Right, let's have some coffee and some lunch. So I'm starving. Oh, and we've been... The big girl and me, we went to swimming. She actually tried, which is brilliant. She still got a bit of a trouble when swimming on her front. So she still like runs out of breath part way, and she hasn't quite worked out that you can put your head up to breathe in and keep swimming without bouncing on the floor. But she's doing better than she was. Obviously swimming on her back, she just breathed, so she's not bothered, which is fine. But yeah, that's the current hurdle for swimming. And then we had Greg's for breakfast. Nom 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 nom. Greg's is good. Specifically, I had a breakfast sandwich, i.e. the omelette on a baguette. It's good still. And I had a flat white, so I've had my first coffee of the day already. Oh my fuck! There's nowhere to put anything. I already had my first coffee of the day, but it wasn't from here. So now we've got to continue clearing some fucking space so I can get to my coffee. Right, we're gonna chuck these bits of fudge because no one's touched them, and they've started to, like, they're still fine, but they've gone. You know how fudge it starts to separate again? So they've got crystallized sugar on the outside, and no one's gonna eat it. No one's gonna eat it. So. This bag has saved my wife a whole 1 meter walk to the bin. Just ridiculous. Oh, turns out she did it because she'd filled up the bin. Fucking hell. Always, everyone, teach your children, teach your wives, teach your everybody how to change a bin bag. Bloody hell. Oh. Right. I think I got a message. Maybe Tomagom, Lomadom, Bombadom, Bombadom, Tom Bombadil. Fallow the Willow. The amount I have to do to get to where my fucking coffee is. This is ridiculous. I had Chinese last night, which is part of why there's so much fucking rubbish. And to be fair, I have the lion's share of that. Ashley's on a diet. The kids only really eat noodles and rice. So I basically have a one-person buffet. Oh, mate. Oh, I miss. It won't be this price anymore. But, so Chinese food in general makes me nostalgic. And, like, the Chinese food in Yorkshire is, frankly, fucking pants. But, it's fine. It's okay. It's just, it's like everywhere else. And when you grow up in Liverpool, well, not in Liverpool, you know what I mean. Grow up around Merseyside. And then, like, spend, like, a large chunk of your early adult life in London, your barometer for Chinese food is a little bit higher, you know? Fucking hell. Oh. And Liverpool Chinese, like, just... First Chinatown in Europe, and it fucking shows, you know? Anyway, you used to be able to get, like, 4 or 5 quid just, you know, middle of the day for, like, lunch. Full, like, good buffet. Well good. Have a silly amount of food. And then you could go do your shopping with your mates. if you were so inclined as a teenager trying to be cool around Liverpool. And that's the thing. Chester couldn't beat it for like cheap meals. But like, you know. Right. 15, 2, 20. Fuck's sake. Oh, something is sticky. Ah. Ugh. Right. Oh, what are we having today? Have we had the cinnamon one yet? There's going to be a cinnamon one. Okay. Oh no! Oh no. It's bright yellow. Is it a mug size? I can't believe it's a fucking mug. Is it a mug? It's a fucking mug. How is that a mug size? Ugh. This is gonna be disgusting. Right. So what we have here, I can't remember if it's turned up any other years. It must have. It must have turned up on another year. This particular coffee is what you give to grannies who go, I don't like strong coffee. Oh, they all taste like strong coffee. Oh, it's like strong coffee. Oh, I can't have strong coffee. Right. We're gonna get a glass mug, so I can do another image. So those of you who are on the various Discords that I inhabit can fucking see with your own eyes. So this is called Solelio. It is the weakest coffee. It is intensity of 1. It has tasting notes off the top of my head. I want to say it's flower, perfume. It is as weak as coffee can get in terms of having any level of actual coffee flavor to it. It is the one that actually. So when in the boutiques, they have weekly taste tests. If you're working there on a Sunday, you do like little taste tests, and like whoever does really well, they go on to like there's national finals in London, and then if they do well there's European finals, and then there's world finals of judging by sight, taste and smell which coffees are which. And actually, as someone who can't stomach just even having the coffee go anywhere near her mouth, she just couldn't, she didn't drink them. But she would smell them and be like, it smells like cat piss. And she'd look at them and say, it looks like coffee. But she could always tell Solelio, because you can see through it. Which feels like one of those things that you just shouldn't, obviously you shouldn't be able to do with coffee. Right, there we go. Gigantic fucking crema on it. Wait for it to settle a bit so you can get a full view of its transparency. There'll be a few photos of the different stages of Solelio. I apologise in advance for how it's on. It straight up looks. Ugh. It looks like, so I've done one as well, then you can see the light coming through it. And you look at the light coming through it, it looks like if it didn't have the smell of coffee, so you wouldn't be able to tell, you would think it was like a ruby beer, like your hobgoblin type. Genuinely, like it looks like fucking hobgoblin, but with like a ludicrous head on it. And you can look through it. You put it up next to a light, and it's red. And it's going to steadily settle. The crema will be less. And you just see the red of the thing. But yeah, also on the photos, I don't know if I just mentioned this, but the mug is a royalist mug, because they tried to do coronation mugs, and they're glass mugs, but with to commemorate the coronation of King Charles on them. You know, Charles III. Which, I mean, so far he's doing a little bit better than the first two. I mean, it's not immediately obvious if he's gay, and we haven't decapitated him, so you know he's doing okay. I mean, it would be really impressive if like he managed to get a civil war happening under his watch, but I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, he hasn't got the hair, has he? He's just got the ears. Fuck. This is going to be awful. I really don't want to have this. Am I set to, I'm going to be well quiet because I bet it's still set to voice notes. Are you set to voice notes? Oh no, it is set to meetings and lectures. Okay, it's not too bad. It's just not as loud as it normally is because the kids aren't here. And I'm not in a rush. I really don't want to have this. I genuinely really don't want to have this. It's going to be fucking awful. I hate perfume notes, flower notes. Give me wood, biscuit. Somewhere the notes are just coffee, chocolate. Nice things. I don't want to eat flowers. Or fruity ones as well. Just like, I mean, if you know the specific fruit, it can go okay, but you know. Oh, that's fucking awful. Oh. Yeah. So there's basically no flavour to it. It's just not nice. It's watery. It's just a bit. This one and the gold carafe, if you do it like the full extraction. If you under extract the carafe size, then actually they're okay. But if you full extract the carafe, it's a bit like this. And what it is if you put a bit of milk in this, you get fucking church hall coffee. You know, if you ever get coffee at a church hall or a youth centre, or, you know, somewhere where they're just doing it, it's an old lady doing it from a kettle. And it's just like own brand instant coffee. That's what this tastes like to me. Just like nothing. Or like the old coffee machines you used to get in offices, or yeah, that's still fucking awful. Like you get in offices, or when you're waiting for something, you're waiting for your car to get done, or if you're waiting for someone at the swimming baths, but like 90s swimming baths, not now swimming baths. Although I haven't tried the coffee at the regular swimming baths because I'm always having to watch them go, because then I've got to send reports to their mum on whether or not they tried. So yeah, this is like shit coffee, but shit UK coffee. I don't know what shit American coffee is like, because American coffee they actually make it most of the time. Just basic instant is like horrible to the North American palate, which I understand, honestly. I mean, you can get by at my mum's place, but you know what I mean. Well, my mum has K-cups, which are fine, but you know. But you know what I mean? Like the old coffee machines, they have like weird sort of pinkish beige cups, plastic ones. and they do coffee, but you'd also be able to get soup, and the soup was like mostly water, but like weirdly nice when you were waiting there for your parents or something. And weirdly now I'm like, this has set me proper nostalgic. It's like when I was a kid. So my dad would try and take us to places when he'd have us for weekends. He'd try and make the most of it because I mean later on he worked out that just embracing the fact he was an epic pirate, actually, like, I would just enjoy myself watching films and playing video games with him and stuff. But you know, on the whole, he also would try and do things. So we'd go to air shows and the like, and we went to a toy convention, like an old toy market back in the early days of like nerds being nerds. It was specifically to look for Beanie Babies for my sister because this was when that was the craze. But they also had like amazing Star Wars toys, like the old ones, and like I think I went home with some really cool little Marvel figures, which I hope is still about. My dad's kept like all that stuff on the off chance, so in order to, he's kept it theoretically to entertain the grandkids, but it never comes down when the grandkids are there. I'm there thinking like, her dad's being like, oh, I hope you've brought stuff to entertain them with, and then they're being like, you've got the most gargantuan amount of Lego upstairs. You've got proper gigantic sets of Lego in the loft. Just get that down. Like, I know you got like historical sets. You got like a big old pagoda set and like a Wild West town and all sorts because you got massive stuff for me, and it's all stayed here. He's got old Star Wars toys, which are probably quite rare now. Like straight up, like one of the fucking ugly creatures of burden that not banthas, one of the ones which was added for the for the special edition. Ugh, I can't remember the name of it. But the appearance it has in the films is in A New Hope in Mos Eisley, and it swings a Jawa around. That's like the funny moment, and this figure actually does it. That's where I got a Jawa figure from, and the Jawa figure is really good because it does the No, that coffee's still fucking awful. It does the thing where they have like clear plastic in the head that goes down to the eyes to like a little lens and mirror, so that the eyes can glow underneath like daylight or like the lights you got on your house. It's good shit. Fucking the 1990s, genuinely, like the amount of effort that went into the design of action figures, the amount of techniques that just aren't used anymore because they just do it in the cheapest, most bland way possible because the property itself is worth more than making an actual good toy. This fucking coffee is awful. Ugh. I used to have really good big bad Beetleborgs figures. Those were fucking brilliant. Like the actual show is shite. At some point, I intend to get a hold of a copy of like B Fighter Kabuto fan subs because like that, like I like Metal Heroes shows. I really like the first one, Space Sheriff Gavin. That one's really good. It's got like amazing action in it. It's actually like really good, just regular out of suit action as well. Like the suit scenes are fine. Like they're pretty good. They mostly take place on the same set. So I think they probably did like a few days in like the same location just doing the action scenes. It's not as varied as a Super Sentai or a Kamen Rider. But the actual work, oh, I can't remember his name. It was Gavin. He was a few others, I think. I don't think he was a Common. Was he Common Rider? He might have been Common Rider Amazon, you know. He was one of the ones in Jakku. Yeah. Can't remember his name. Which is a real shame because he was an amazing stuntman. He was an amazing stuntman and had like as Gavin, in his out of suit scenes, he had like just the fucking coolest leather jacket. It's brilliant. Hideo Kojima sharing, he's always sharing stuff. He spends his whole life being like, I am a cool dude. I am the coolest of dudes. One second, let's actually have a look at this mess. Oh, 1 second. Oh. Right, there we go. We might be receiving presents from my mate, Tom, who's lovely. He is the loveliest. Like, genuinely, like, the nicest bloke I know. And, you know, member of the local Communist Party. Well, just so kind. I'm not gonna finish this. It's fucking awful. It's just weak coffee, but like horrendous. It's just god awful. I don't know what you could make it into to rescue it. Genuinely is like for grannies. It's mean to grannies. My granny was fucking brilliant. She walked she walked quite a large chunk of the Great Wall of China. That was one of her holidays out and about. She went to all sorts of places, did all sorts of things. Would look after me every single half term. Because it's difficult for, like, I do understand it's difficult for parents of an autistic child. So they would go places by themselves, or they would go with my sister, and I'd stay at Granny's, and it would be brilliant. She encouraged me to be curious about the world and to, you can't draw. Oh, fuck it, try it anyway. Not in those words. She wouldn't swear. She was full of stories. Full of stories taken from different authors or taken from folklore. She had a lot to say about fairies and about Merlin and so on. It's just the background she's from. Originally Cornish, spent most of her life living in Wales. But weird Wales. Anglesey. And I got my first taste for Lucasade hanging around her house for long periods of time over the summers. And realizing now, well, I say realizing now, I knew at the time, but it just seems a bit more like, wow, what a dickhead you were. Because she needed that. She was on chemo. You know? She didn't care. But yeah, she had a better handle on computers than my mum does now, It's all sorts of things like that. I don't know. Knew lots about the sea, knew lots about birds, knew lots about sheep, eating soup made out of their brains. Weird. So yeah, despite being utterly awful, this is a coffee that seems to send me down nostalgic reveries. Or it might just be that I've been left on my own for 5 minutes without having anything specific to do, and thus my mind has wandered as such. I'm going to pour this away because it's fucking awful. I only got halfway through. It's horrible. Do not get Solelio if you have a espresso virtual machine, unless if you are the type of person who would enjoy it. Maybe I would suggest you find some different drink, because I think you will be better off having tea. You know, and don't give me that tea's got more caffeine in it than coffee does. No, it doesn't. It does if you're eating it. If you're eating the tea leaves, then yes. But most people have it in bags and take the tea out. So, Billy Bom Boo Bop Bee. Right, I'll see you later. Oh, game it to be like, oh, fucking hell. What is absolutely anemic of content, yet sends you on nostalgic reveries? For real temptation. Oh, it's so tempting to say Super Mario Brothers, but it isn't Super Mario Brothers. That's mean. That's mean. That's just... That would be just to troll my mate. No, I keep automatically going for it, but I know it's going to actually be a cup full of sadness. Oh, yeah, fucking hell. It is kind of... Oh, difficult. Oh, God. I know. It's like a Game & Watch. That's what it is. It's like a Game & Watch or one of those other LCD games. I'm going to go for a Tiger Electronics. Tiger Electronics Power Rangers. That's what it fucking is. And now I've got to go find a fucking image of that, don't I? Fucking hell. Right, I'll see you later, cool cats. Bye.